Wildcard weekend is officially here, and a season full of random things. We're probably going to get that more in the playoffs, so let's just make our picks and see what we get right.
Rams, Panthers. The Panthers managed to make the playoffs with a losing record, something that's only happened 5 times before, 2 of those times being the Panthers, so it checks out. The Rams, they took the division away, and now they're here on a rematch against the Panthers, where Bryce Young outplayed Matthew Stafford for some reason. For the Panthers, they're going to have to lean on their run game, limit the mistakes like they did in their first matchup. And for the Rams, they need to stop the run early, force Young to beat. I don't think he can. On paper, the Rams should win this game, but it's never easy. Rams win 27-23. Packers, Bears. For Love, he's had a couple of stinkers in the playoffs. Other than that big playoff win against Dallas a couple years ago, he's been pretty inconsistent. The Packers are limping into the playoffs on top of that, 1-5 in December and losing Micah Parsons in the process. The Bears kind of exceeded expectations this year. I think they're a solid team. If the Bears want to win, they have to rely on the run game and just not make mistakes. Some of the issues for them are the lack of pass rush. The secondary gets burned from time to time, but they make up for it with interceptions. For the Packers, they just need to control the ball, limit the time of possession for the Bears, and just hope they make mistakes. These teams split the season series. I think the Bears win it when it matters, 23-20. Bills, Jag, a lot on the line for the Bills. Josh Allen finally not seeing Mahomes or Burrow in the playoffs this year. For the Bills, some of their problems comes in the passing game with the lack of receivers. Josh Allen's been taking a ton of sacks this year. I think it's the most he's ever taken with 40. A lot of that has to do with him just holding on to the ball too long, extending plays. It's one of those things with a guy like Allen. He can either win you the game, he can also lose it for you too. For Trevor Lawrence, he's been actually balling out this year, something the Jags fans have been waiting for a while at this point. I think the Jaguars are a better team. The game is really going to come down to if Trevor can make those clutch throws when it matters, and if Allen can just limit the mistakes. Can Allen finally get over the hump, or is he going to be Dan Marino for his career? This has to be the year for him. I was leaning back and forth, but I think this is a game where the Bills just give it everything they got. The Bills in this one in a shootout, 32-28. San Francisco, Philadelphia. The 49ers are coming into the game with a ton of injuries across the board. It seems like it hits them every single year. Seriously, what's going on? I don't get it. I think going into the game, everybody knows that McCaffrey's going to get the ball nonstop, whether it be in the pass or the run game. For the Eagles, just rely on Saquon Barkley because the Niners are starting a whole new linebacking core due to injuries. If the Niners were somewhat healthier, I'd probably be choosing them, but it's just another one of those years where injuries end up beating them. Eagles win this one, 27-21. Chargers, Patriots. Drake May is probably going to win the MVP, and we're going to see the Patriots be good again. And how the hell does this damn team only have to go through a couple of bad years while the rest of us have to wait a lifetime for our teams to get it together? For the Chargers, Justin Herbert, it's his 6th year, his 3rd playoff appearance, no wins in the playoffs. It has to be now or never for the guy. I mean, how long is it going to take till we see him win a playoff game? I know that his offensive line is pretty terrible, dealing with a lot of injuries, and we're just kind of seeing him run for 60 minutes for his life. But I mean, how much more longer do we have to wait? How many more excuses does he get before we just, give up on him ever winning a playoff game? And what sucks for him, it's a Patriots team, even though they're playing some crappy teams, and I know their schedule is pretty easy, but they're still winning, so I just don't see it happening in this one. Patriots win 30-21. Texans, Steelers. The Steelers made it to the playoffs. I can't believe it, and they get to play the best defense in the NFL. DK Metcalf is back after making a solid impact off the field. The offense, they look kind of lost without him. They struggled with those 2 games that he was suspended for. The Texans, they're being held back by their offense this year. It's an offense that's second to last when it comes to converting 3rd downs and terrible in the red zone. Some of it has to do with injuries. A lot of it has to do with play calling and Stroud just not looking like he did in his rookie year. The Steelers have yet to win a playoff game since 2016, but it's fine. They're playing on Monday night where they haven't lost a game since 1991. This game can go either way. Steelers win 21-16. All right, and here's a recap of all my picks for Wildcard weekend. And knowing how this season's gone, they're probably all wrong. Whatever. Let me know who you guys chose in the comments, and I'll see you next week.